It's a return of football under the floodlights. Midweek action from the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands awaits on this warm summer's evening as Coventry Sphinx look to replicate Saturday's stunning display. Joint manager John Woodward remarked after the 3-0 win at home to Shepshed, he wished his side could bottle the weekend's performance and use it across the season. Let's see if the lads in sky, blue and white have managed to capture that spirit tonight with the visit to Sutton Coldfield Town. Extended coverage of this match sponsored by Carhill Contractors with commentary from Liam Cook. Coventry Sphinx make just the one change from Saturday's starting lineup as Lewis Guest drops to the bench after suffering an ankle injury early in the second half. He's replaced by Jamie Draper in the back line. Skipper Callum Woodward also returns to the matchday 16 after missing the Shepshed victory. Sutton Coldfield make 3 alterations after a heavy defeat at Quorn on opening day as Pedro Lima steps into the back line with Ryan Edmonds and Kyle Byrne strengthening the midfield. Well, welcome one and all. It's an exciting time of the season, the first midweek fixture of the 24-25 season, I should say. We're starting to lose track of time here already, here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. It's Sutton Coldfield Town versus Coventry Sphinx. Let's get into the starting lineups, kicking off with our hosts Sutton Coldfield. Number 1, James Wren. 2, Tom Hurley. Number 3, Jack Lynch. 4, Luke McGinnell. 5, Pedro Lima. Number 6, Ryan Edmonds. 7, Kyle Byrne. 8 is Cameron Collins. 9, Owen Parry. 10, Charlie Dowd. And number 11, Corey Burke. And for Coventry Sphinx this evening, number 1, Keelan Fallows. 2, Joe Percy. Wearing number 20 is Jordan Hayward. Slight difference with the numbers this evening as Sphinx making an early break down the right-hand side. Joe Percy whacks it off the back of Jack Lynch and Ballinger, looking to capitalise a stunning debut display last week. Hayward. Stanley Dube. Was looking for Andre Williams. Good strong header away by Lima. Continuing the Sphinx lineup, number 4 is today's captain, Jack Downs. 5, Patrick Zito. 6, Jamie Draper. 7, Andre Williams. 8, Callum Ballinger. 9, Shea Willock. 10, Kyle Carey. And 11, Stanley Dube. There is Willock on the left-hand side, tries to whip it in. Andre Williams couldn't make contact with it in the area. And collected by Charlie Dowd, sprinting into a sea of green. Sphinx in their alternate strip this evening with navy and red, their primary colours. And the royal blue of the Royal Sutton Coldfield on display for the home side. Percy cuts inside to Kyle Carey. That's a neat through ball for Shea Willett, but Lima just gets there in time and launched away by Wren. Looking for the head of Burke, and Burke got there. A slide in by Joe Percy, who got the final touch, where it's landed in the rather tall main stand here at the Domino's Arena. Joe Percy looking for an early slice of the action, sliding in on Jack Lynch. Well, a foul's not been given in front of the home dugout. It will be a throw-in only. Taken by Lynch. Draper knotted out for the corner. Zito tries his best to keep within the confines of the park, but to no avail. And an early set piece for Sphinx to defend. Cameron Collins was set to go over and take the corner. Looks like it's going to be the former Nuneaton man Ryan Edmonds instead. Ballinger covering off the option of Kyle Byrne. Edmonds' delivery and a good punch by Keelan Fallows. Hurley keeps it alive. Asking a lot of Byrne. He has to track back to get that one. Float it into the danger zone. Fallows calls for it. Barged out of the way. And the referee gives the free kick. Luke McGinnell going through Keelan Fallows there. And 99 times out of 100, the goalkeeper's going to get the decision there. Smattering of Sphinx supporters with us this evening. The short trip to Sutton Coldfield. Keelan Fallows drifting to the right where Shea Willock is waiting. Beat midair by McGinnell. Percy on the second, looks for Stanley Dube. And Dube got to the ball first and skipped over the sliding challenge of Kyle Byrne. Dube caught on the way through, midway into Sutton Coldfield territory, and an early word of warning, I should say, from the number 7. Kyle Carey standing over this. It doesn't appear to be shooting territory for last week's man of the match. 2 stunning goals, including a free kick, but somewhat shorter distance on that occasion. Carry towards Zito. It's McGinley who gets his head on that one and swiftly locked it away by Charlie Dowd. Haywood had a handful of new signing Owen Parry's shirt there. Just controlled by Joe Percy, under pressure. Hooks it up line. Lynch. Brought down by the head of McGill, but cheaply given away to Dube. Carey. Spots Haywood on the left-hand side. Haywood at left back this evening. Down line to Carey, knocking on the door of the Sutton Coldfield back line. Willock going to muscle his way through. McGinnell again proving to be a rock at the back. Sees it back to Wren. Dube wins that, Zito wins that aerial duel. Back to McGinnell. This clearance headed on by Draper and volleyed into the opposite penalty area by tonight's captain, Jack Downs. Club skipper Callum Woodward returning to the matchday squad after missing Saturday's game. Lewis Guest is on the bench, but hardly likely to make an appearance after suffering a blow to the ankle on Saturday. Wren's ball curling to the left-hand side, just shy of the penalty area. Parry's done very well to get on the end of that one, trying to shuffle away from Joe Percy, and one dig too many from Sphinx's player of the season. And a free kick on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Dowd tried to take it quickly, the referees called it back. And Edmonds is going to take responsibilities for it. No Sean Thomas in the dugout tonight for Coventry Sphinx, so it's John Woodward's sky blue and whites tonight. Ryan Edmonds. His second set piece. Nodded up and out by Willock. On loan from Alvechurch. Back into the danger zone, and McGinnell trying the reverse header there. Couldn't find his mark. We'll also let you know what's going on across the division in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands, as well as the goings on in the Carabao Cup, the EFL Cup, as Coventry City are away to Bristol City. The Sky Blues not enjoying the best of starts of the season against Stoke in the early kick-off on Saturday. Let's see what Mark Rowan's men can do. Fallows. Willock and McGill going head-to-head, and neither really getting a solid contact on the ball. Lynch sticks his boot through that one. I know in Parry, who scored Sutton Coldfield's only goal on Saturday, racing to get to it against Jamie Draper. There was a hand on the shoulder by Draper, and Draper furious to hear the whistle blow for a free kick on the left side of the box. Trying to be a little too forceful and bringing the ball back for the Sky Blue and Whites. Early goal in the game between Loughborough and Grantham Town. Loughborough take the lead on 3 minutes through James Cook. No relation. Easily headed away at the near post by Draper from Edmonds' free kick. Williams on it across his own box. Knocked down by Carey. Banniger tries the 1-2, but Carey is short of the 2 in the mid part of the field. Back to Wren, who slices that one upfield. Zito knocks it back where it came from. Safely back with Wren. Another drag there by Draper on Owen Parry. It's going to be a personal battle we'll have to keep an eye on this evening. Here's Charlie Dowd, looking for a route in from the left. Curling it in, Dowd, and sliding in at the far post was Corey Burke. Couldn't quite make an impression on the ball. Fallows ready to take this one. Remember, there will be highlights of this evening's game. More than likely tomorrow night here in the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. As Fallows takes the kick towards Shea Willett, beats McGinnell to the punch that time. Swung upfield by Collins. Burke gives chase, Hayward first to it. Keelan Fallows in his own goal. Burke closing him down. Plenty of time to Fallows to get it away. And Pedro Lima cushion header out, and we're going to need another ball. The ball caught on the catch fencing on the other side of the field. On the halfway line, Coventry Sphinx have a throw-in. 9 minutes gone. The best of the goalmouth action has fallen to Sutton Coldfield in the early going. He made a strong start against Quorn last time out, but Quorn ended up comfortable victors. Hayward, looks for Shea Willock, over Willock, and got it straight out by Lima again. There were 5 or 10 yards on that one. Hayward to Ballinger, pressure from behind by Collins. Up to Lima, Collins again. Luke Downs first to the second, looks for Shea Willock. Willock's header, Dube, good first touch. Jeeves cross, Andre Williams was waiting at the far post, but Jack Lynch ensuring it wouldn't reach him. Hayward again. Just cut out by Carl Byrne before he could reach Dube, and Dube trying to wrestle it back. Has he got the wrong side of Byrne? He did, but took the ball over the line. It will be a goal kick. A few early goals in the Carabao Cup to say about. Firstly, Blackburn Rovers 3-0 up at Stockport. But they are 25 minutes into the game there. Sammy Smollett's in what will surely be his last fixture for Blackburn with 2 goals. Still no score between Bristol and Coventry City. That's a 7:45 kickoff just like this one. Jack Downs putting his head in the danger zone, but forcing the throw. Collins with a side volley out, and Joe Percy wants to use a different ball here. Jack Downs emphatically saying we don't want to use that. Willock looking for the return. Header Joe Percy. Edmonds is in there. And Lynch away. Now stretched by Zito. Couldn't make contact. Burke was sneaking in behind. Jordan Hayward there to pick up the pieces. Keelan Fallows down the centre of the park. Headed on by Willock. Jude the target. Lima away from his penalty area. Now the chase is on down the left-hand side with Charlie Dowd. Hurley switching the play, looking for Byrne. Off the head of Jordan Hayward. Throw in about 10 yards into enemy territory for Sutton Coldfield. Last meeting between these two sides at Sphinx Drive, a 1-0 win for the Royals. At the last trip to what's now known as the Domino's Arena. Sadly, we weren't here for the highlights on that occasion, but I was told it was like playing in the Sahara. And that goal was as hot as the Sahara from Sutton Coldfield Town. Ryan Edmonds with a venomous strike. Well, every goal we've seen in league competitions so far this year could have won goal of the season on its own. This time, however, it's in the back of Sphinx's net. No clean sheet tonight. And Ryan Edmonds has given the Royals the perfect start at the Domino's Arena. Sutton Coldfield Town 1, Coventry Sphinx 0. Let's see the response from Coventry Sphinx. It was all their own way on Saturday against Shropshire Dynamo. Safe to say it's not been that way tonight. Jack Downs up with Lima, and Lima winning in that midfield battle. Back with Fallows. Plenty of power behind that kick. too much power for Shea Willock online from our church. Not going to get involved in the goal manufacturing now, just swept to the left-hand side, halfway into Sutton Coldfield's half of the field. Racing Club Warwick have taken a 10th-minute lead against Coventry Town. Sporting Cowser 1 up at Live for a penalty. So a few early goals knocking about in the Pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Little pirouette from Downs trying to get away from Dowd. It's Dowd who comes away with the ball, but a foul given against Collins. A little grab on the back there from the number 8 on Downs, it would appear. Well, the only men staying back for this free kick just into the home half are Zito and Draper. Everyone else is on the fringes of the penalty area. Jack Downs to the right corner where Andre Williams is waiting. Cushioned header by Williams in, and a simple clearance for Luke McGinnell. Percy had to stretch to make the header. Ballinger knocked down in the process. Pedro Lima. Little deft flick on by Dowd. It's going to be a tough order for Parry to get there, but he has got there. Deflects the ball off Jamie Draper to Ryan Edmonds, the Sutton Coldfield number 6, and scorer of that beautiful goal, headed out of the box by Jordan Hayward. A bit of miscommunication in the midfield, costing Sutton Coldfield. As Downs gets some distance between himself and the Sphinx goal. It runs into Pedro Lima. It's with Zito at centre-back for the Sphinx. Loft-field ball, and Wren sees that one coming all the way. Andre Williams hoping the keeper would make a mistake, but the mistake wasn't forthcoming. Rene, summer signing from Chasetown. Zito, was that a push in the back on Corey Burke? Certainly seemed to be. Referee on this occasion decided not to blow for the free kick. Willock up for the header. Again, Sutton Coldfield standing firm at the moment. They hold a 1-goal lead after 16 minutes. Owen Parry off balance as he tried to bring that ball under control. Draper doing his part. Dowd taking on Percy. Racing across the penalty area. Charlie Dowd, this could be 2 here. Tried to do too much. Hayward sticking a foot out and taking the ball away from the rampant number 10. Hayward, past a stumbling Burke. Jube, fantastic pace on show, but Lima able to track the ball back to Wren. As Jube tried to size his way through. Out of the other end, it's with Dowd. Tries to weight that ball perfectly for Parry, and he has done! It just bounced over his boot, I believe, as he tried to direct it past Keelan Fallows. Out of play for a throw on this near side. Sphinx get it clear. Throwing to come through. I think it's Cameron Collins on the throw. It's a throw in by Parry. Jack Downs' his header, brought to earth by Andre Williams and sent long towards the centre of the park. Half attempt, try and nod it into the penalty area, but easy gather for Jamie Draper. Williams, not to Carey in the centre circle. Williams again drills it left, and Jube caught napping. Kyle Byrne sneaking behind and snatching it. Lima plays a 1-2 with Hurley. Kyle Byrne. Parry trying to get in the end of that one. Fires outside of his goal and heading it away on the edge of the box to waiting Jordan Hayward. Ballinger runs onto it from Dube. Good pressure on show by Corey Burke, forcing Ballinger over the line. Throwing Sutton Coldfield just shy of the halfway point. Bedford United have now taken the lead at home to AFC Rushton and Diamonds through Jonathan Letford. Lima. Unchallenged header away by Ballinger. And Willock, just with that little bit of strength, sending the Sutton Coldfield man straight to the ground. Dow, poor under control on this near side, couldn't keep the ball within the confines of play. Joe Percy will get Sphinx going again from just outside their own box. Percy. Thrown straight out by Lynch and thrown the halfway line now for the Sky Blue and Whites in their red and navy away kit. Carey making himself available, as is Ballinger. Willock as the target. He got the touch, but sweeping it up was Edmonds and sent it out for a front Sutton Coldfield. It took a touch off Ballinger on the way out. Sonia Williams tuned in saying good luck to Kyle Carey and the rest of his teammates. Headed into the area, dangerous one for Smith. They've got to try and get this away here. Slid towards the net, but I think he hit Callum Ballinger in the gut. And Ballinger is staying down here, and the play's been stopped. Physio immediately called over. Now looking at the central midfield options. The most logical one would be Callum Woodward if Callum Ballinger can't continue, and I think it is pretty likely Ballinger will be okay. Lipser says good luck Kyle and good luck lads. Lily May Carey, I'm not sure whether there's a relation there to Kyle Carey, saying come on you Royals. Michael Hawks also tuned in as well. So if you're just joining us here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel, it's Sutton Coldfield Town 1, Coventry Sphinx 0. Thunderbolt from Sutton Coldfield's Ryan Edmonds separates the two sides at the moment. Run through of the current scores from around the grounds. Anstey Nomads 0, Wellingborough 0, Bedworth 1, Rushton and Diamonds 0, Longleaton 0, Corn 0, Loughborough 1, Grantham 0, Lye 0, Sporting Cowsall 1, Racing Club Warwick 1, Coleshill 0 and Shepshed Dynamo 0, Hinckley 0. The game between Walsall Wood and Boldmere postponed due to ongoing electrical issues at Oak Park. FA Cup fixture had to be abandoned partway through the second half last week due to issues with not just the floodlights but all aspects of the electrical work. Thankfully the game is back underway and Ballinger is called back on the field. A throw in 15 yards into Sphinx territory for Percy. Flicked on by the head of Willock. Andre Williams. That's for a home one to Kyle Carey. Lynch clears as far as Willock. Good strength on show by Willock. Into Williams. Lima just gets his foot in the way. McGinnell tries to get it clear. Only as far as Joe Percy. Tried to skip through a Sutton Coldfield sandwich. But it's Lynch who clears. Patrick Zito safely back with Fallows with the number 11, Corey Burke, lurking menacingly, trying to capitalise on any mistake. Awkward bounce for Hayward, hassled and harried by Parry, and that pressure's paid the trick. Burke, we're going to play it through for Owen Parry, and the offside flag raised. I think against Corey Burke, I'm not entirely sure there. Looks like Burke has come back from an offside position. Anyway, it will be a Coventry Sphinx free kick. We're over halfway through the first half here at the Domino's Arena. It remains 1-0 to Sutton Coldfield Town. Remember, no fixture this Saturday for Coventry Sphinx. It's FA Cup weekend. Sadly, the Sphinx are out after losing at home to Ashby Ivanhoe in the extra preliminary round. Look at that, great skill on show by Williams, even on the deck. Out tricking Jack Lynch, and Lynch pulling Williams back. It will be a free kick for John Woodward's side. Wondering why I'm not saying John Woodward and Sean Thomas's side. Tomo not in attendance tonight. He's currently in Montenegro. Can't say I've been this time of the year, but I hear it's lovely. Carl Carey standing over at Sphinx. Need that spark here after a rather blunt start. Delivery by Carey. Headed out as far as Willock. Oh, Jack Downs was ready for an attempt at a thunderbolt, but the whistle blown. A little too much pushing and pulling on the edge of the area. I think Willock may have been involved. Still scoreless between Bristol City and Coventry City. We are hearing that the Sky Blues are on top at Ashton Gate. So we see Callum Woodward going for a warm-up. The Sphinx captain back in the squad. Zito using Burke as a launch pad there to get on the end of Wren's free kick, and the referee not having any of it. Free kick halfway into Sphinx's half towards the right-hand side of the pitch. Sphinx getting everyone back. No one staying up front. Well, going in at 1-0 down at half-time is no disaster. 2-0, and it becomes more of a problem. He was in at the far post, had her away by Draper, and Willett clears before Charlie Dowd could do any more damage. Played back with James Wren between the sticks. Dribbling closer to the halfway line. Lima stayed up and outleaps Draper. Corey Burke looking for Lima again, crossing opportunity for the Royals. And a trip from behind by Draper. Referee says no, and Draper not happy with Lima's conduct, but a bit too aggressive in trying to get the ball back there. Percy with the interception from Dowd. And Willock sending Hurley to the ground. Referee says no foul. And Kyle Carey with a great sprint here. Held back momentarily and a lovely slide by Byrne. And eventually it's called back for the Sphinx free kick as Kyle Carey was caught sprinting. Well, Captain Jack Downs happy with that decision. Has a love-hate relationship with referees. Carl Carey ready to float in the free kick on the edge of the area. Teammates lined up on the line. And Draper, brilliant parry from Wren. Jamie Draper with the first effort on goal for Sphinx this afternoon, comes after 27 minutes. And a smart stop from the Royals' #1, Wren. Ballinger scuffed that pass, but gets it to Carey nonetheless. Looking for an option in Andre Williams, surrounded by blue shirts, and eventually he is caught by one of them. Great run from Lynch. Side challenge from Ballinger, brings it back. Carey brings it under control. Through the centre circle goes Jack Downs, swiftly followed by Owen Parry. Out wide with Jube. Hayward, back to Jube. First time ball to Jack Downs. High one along the left touchline. Byrne trying to turn away from Jube and clears as far as the chest of Jack Downs again. Shrugs off the offences of Owen Parry. Hayward, Sphinx have got that little bit of confidence now. Jube, back to Hayward. Crossing opportunity for Hayward, it's a low drill into the area. And side-footed clear by McGinnell. Sphinx coming back for more. Jube, asking a bit too much of Kyle Carey, but forces the clearance from McGinnell on the edge of his own area, out to the right. Sphinx in a dangerous position. Hayward looking for options and finds one in Kyle Carey. A little stumble over the ball, allows Hurley onto it. Burke finishes the job, slicing it along the wing. Zito looked for down, stretched right, couldn't make contact. Edmonds could only find Zito again, and Zito looking for Andre Williams this time. Williams tracks back, now with Jamie Draper at centre-back. Percy's free on the right-hand side. Jumped by Percy, came off the shoulder of Charlie Dowd. We're at the target on the edge of the area. McGinnell there first, but the Sutton Coldfield players running into each other. Percy with the strike deflected. And out the box again. Willock tried to keep the move going. A little barge on Collins, who went for a dig himself. Jack Downs went for glory. Wasn't a million miles away. Bounces past this near post. Sutton Coldfield, for the first time really in this match, is starting to feel the pressure. Long Eaton have taken the lead at home to Quorn through Andre Wright and Swatting Kouser, now 2-0 up through Luke Ward at Lye Town. Wren's kick to Parry. And Edmonds, was he looking for a lofted ball to Dowd there? Well, it was far too close to Percy for Dowd's liking. Percy to Kyle Carey, quick feet in the centre circle. Sends Jube on a mission down the left. Lima looks to cover him off. Willock waiting in the area. And Hayward behind. Jube plays Hayward in. Low cross easily picked up by Luke McGinnell. Corey Burt the target. And Burt gets his head on that. It's over Patrick Zito. Owen Parry. Now Burke plays it into the penalty area. Edmonds wanted it, but Zito was in his way. Zito can't clear. So he's got to be careful not to concede a penalty here. Side changing by Zito is dangerous. Not enough to give away the free kick. Well, that was. As Jamie Draper, we'll see the little nudge from behind as he tried to retreat from his own box. Corey Burke on the wrong end of the referee's whistle. Less than 15 minutes to go. Sutton Coldfield 1, Coventry Sphinx 0, but Sphinx have found their way into this game. They've got their first foot on the ladder. It's Fallows away on the left corner of his box. Willock and McGinnell leaping for it, neither get a contact on it. Williams, faintest of touches by Carey, collected by Jack Lynch. Ryan Edmonds, look for switch it for Burke off the head of Zito, and Draper now. Ambitious ball to Andre Williams down the right touchline, but Williams couldn't control, knocked it out, level with the penalty area for a home throw. And Lynch gets us back underway. Ballinger gets his head in front of Ryan Edmonds through the centre circle to Jordan Hayward at left back. It's a tall order for Stanley Jube. He's going to try and get there in front of Lima. Barges Lima in the back. Well, it may be all right in rugby, but it's not going to fly in football. Free kick on the right side of Sutton Coldfield's own penalty area. So we'll look through a couple of the Carabao Cup score lines. Blackburn now 4 up at Stockport, 1-1 between Barrow and Port Vale. Bromley and Wimbledon drawing 1-1. Birmingham 1-0 up at Charlton. Derby losing at home to Chesterfield. 1-1 between West Brom and Fleetwood. Owen Parry. We've certainly got the power behind that one, but not going to cause any sleepless nights for Keelan Fallows. Portsmouth currently losing at home to Millwall in an all-championship match. Notts County 2 up at Shrewsbury. And in case you're wondering, Coventry City and Bristol City still drawing 0-0 at Ashton Gate. Willock. Stabbed on by Stanley Jube. Andre Williams urged to hold it. Slips it into the box. Willock. He's got Ballinger behind. Looks for Andre Williams. Slid clear by Byrne. And the seconds away by Collins. Thunderous ball by Burke. Just bounces away from the expectant Owen Parry, signed from Boldmere St Michael's. Now Jordan Hayward. Little trip on the way through by Byrne. Hayward tried to duck inside him, 10 yards into Sutton Coldfield's half of the field. Coming up to the 10-minute mark before half-time. We'll be going off air for around 10 minutes on the Sphinx YouTube channel for a quick drinks break. Make sure to hit the like button if you are enjoying the coverage and subscribe for more content through the season. Carey. Willett trying to get on the end of that one. It was a short one and forces McGill to play it out for the corner. And it'll be Sphinx's first of the night. Oh, the big man, Patrick Zito, heading up for it. The sizable presence of Shea Willock also an option for Andre Williams, ready to take the corner. In swinger by Williams, headed away at the near post by Hurley. And in no man's land to pick it up, Jack Downs. Floats it in towards Zito. Lima gets his bounce on that one. Straight back to Downs, chest control. It actually ends up hitting Byrne. Downs all over Byrne, allows Andre Williams onto it. Andre Williams, I think he was going for goal himself. Couldn't hit the mark, floats high and wide. As the stand lights have just been switched on just before half-time. Now you know it's a proper midweek game. I'll give it a couple of months. We'll be starting in daylight and ending in darkness on 3 o'clock kickoffs, let alone the 7:45 ones where it's barely dark by the time the final whistle goes. Hayward. Parry trying to pressuring from behind. Keelan Fallows. Clean cut clearance, but straight out to the left. Sphinx with more defending to do from this throw, which Kyle Byrne will take. In fact, he's going to leave it for Pedro Lima. They remain in a strong position, the home side, after that wonder goal from Ryan Edmonds. Draper nods away on the edge of the area. Ballinger prevents Collins from keeping the move alive. Cleared as far as Hurley on the halfway line. Carey tries to make the block. Hurley cuts inside. Here's McGinnell. Here's strike up field. Charged down by Shea Willock. And Sphinx can regroup at the back. What ideas will John Woodward have at half-time to bring Sphinx back into this game? Sutton Coldfield now starting to answer the momentum Sphinx have had for the last 5 minutes or so. Slight Lane taking the throw here as Lima waiting for the ball to be distributed to him. Lima's throw. Burke nods it up. Looks for Owen Parry. Draper gets enough on it to find Callum Ballinger. His clearance collected by Hurley. Edmonds. Dowd down the left-hand side. Finds Collins. Just keeps it in. Ballinger covering him off. Down line with Ryan Edmonds, the goal scorer. Jack Lynch back to Edmonds. Along the touchline to Collins. Into the middle it goes. Hurley got the call that Willock was on his tail. Didn't act quickly enough. Well, he did on that occasion as Willock looked for a route round, slide in on the big number 9 on loan from Alchurch. Collins. Flick on by Edmonds down the left-hand side. A lovely return ball by Dowd. Edmonds tried to slice it across the penalty area, but combination of Percy and Draper not allowing it to happen. Towards that far post where Kyle Byrne was waiting. He feels it took a touch off Jordan Hayward on the way through. The linesman says that it's last came off the head of Byrne at the far post. We next come to you live this time next week, next Tuesday, with the visits of newly promoted Darlaston Town. So make sure to join us for that one again. There's no action on Saturday. A lot of Sphinx supporters saying they'll be going on the road supporting neutral teams. Keelan fires goal kick. To touch, despite the best efforts of Lynch to keep it in. It will be a throw-in for Coventry Sphinx, knocking on Sutton Coldfield's door here. Williams. Shepherded into the corner. Lynch keeps it in, hooks it on the touchline. Ballinger. It's the first of the seconds. Percy Fordy kept that one in right on the line, but the linesman was in line with it and gives the throw-in. And Kyle Carey trying to give the ball back to McGinnon. A little too hard there. Taking his frustrations out on the ball. Last 5 minutes of the first half of the Domino's Arena. Sutton Coldfield Town 1, Coventry Sphinx 0 as James Wren clears. Just a one save for Wren to make, but it was a good one from Andre Williams. Carey being held from behind. Ball's loose. Ballinger slides in. Gets a piece of Lynch. Williams darting down the right-hand side. Andre Williams, McGinnon with a good header away. And flicked out by Charlie Dowd, who was trying to bring the ball to feet. Quick one taken between Percy and Downs. Jack Downs. Percy's free. Percy. The cross bounces into the hands of James Wren. Sphinx don't look as confident as they did in front of goal on Saturday. They'll hope that it wasn't a flash in the pan. 3 excellent goals, 1 from Ballinger, 2 from Kyle Carey. Hayward to Fallows. Fallows kick drifts to the left. Jude just keeps it in, but under pressure gives it away to Hurley. Parry's offside, he knows it. Oh, Draper and Zito both going for the same ball there. I think there was contact with their head. Thankfully, both of them are okay and both asking, why were you going for my ball? A long ball down the touchline by Lynch. Draper has to nod it out. Now throw-in level with the Sphinx penalty area. A second goal from Sutton Coldfield before the break would put the Royals in a very comfortable position. Jack Lynch going for a Rory Delap impression, perhaps. No, he's feigned the run-up and took one short to Tom Hurley. Gets it back. Lynch. Jordan Hayward with a glancing header to the other side of the field. Kept in by Kyle Byrne. And blasted out off Byrne by Jordan Hayward. Bristol City 0, Coventry City 0, still the scoreline at Ashton Gate. And here at the Domino's Arena, still 1-0 Sutton Coldfield, with just over 2 minutes plus stoppages, of which the only real one was when Callum Ballinger went down after being blasted in the sternum with the ball. That one's not coming back for a while. Great punt from Zito, and Wren's got to be cautious here. Nods the ball away outside his box from the attentions of Stanley Jube. Given away cheaply by Byrne to Kyle Carey. Got a piece of the ball, but had to go through Hurley to get it. So territory will be a free kick for the home side. And a yellow card for Kyle Carey, a tad harsh there. No doubt Carey was going for the ball. It looked to me as if he got a piece of it, but the referee dishing out the first booking of the game. Jack Downs voicing his concerns about the decision, of which he's allowed to do today with the captain's armband, not that that ever stops him. So it's Wren away. Towering header by Percy onto the chest of Kyle Carey in the midfield. Andre Williams giving chase as Carey lets fly down the right. Williams edged into the path of Collins. Lynch away. Team holding on to position particularly well at this stage. McGinnell across his back line to Lima. Hurley playing in anchoring midfield at the moment. Aimless ball finds Patrick Zito for Coventry Sphinx. Jack Downs filling in at the back. Follows, drifts right towards Andre Williams. It's Lynch who gets there first with that headed ball. Lima receives from Hurley. And Pedro Lima looking for the invisible man there. Easily intercepted by Jordan Hayward. Hayward looks to match the run of Kyle Carey. He's done so beautifully. Nodded down by Carey. Kyle Carey for Coventry Sphinx! Outstanding! And a third goal in just over 2 hours for Kyle Carey. He's thoroughly enjoying the new league season. That was a delightful ball from the back from Jordan Hayward. Nodded down by Kyle Carey, zoned in on goal and thrashed it home. The Sphinx have had more of the ball in the last 10 minutes or so and have forced their way into this game. On the basis of that, they probably deserve the equaliser. And of all the goals we've seen so far this season, whether it's in Sphinx's net or the opposition's, not one has been a tap-in. Kyle Carey with goal number 3 in his second league start of the season. Sutton Coldfield 1, Coventry Sphinx 1. Well, that could be the last meaningful action of the first half. We've already had a minute of added time. Sutton Coldfield will look for one more opportunity. Down line with Edmonds. McGinnell in space at centre-back. Sphinx pushing everyone back. They don't want to concede here. They've worked hard to get this equaliser. They want to go into half-time level. Jack Downs. Hayward thrashes that one out. Via a deflection off a blue shirt too. It's going to be a Sphinx throw on the far side of the field. Sphinx in no hurry to get this throw in taken. About 20 yards from the halfway line. Lima nods it out under pressure from Willock. About 15 yards into Sutton Coldfield territory this time along the left flank. Is there yet one more chance for Sphinx before the break? We've had 2 minutes of added time. Referee allowing play to continue. Willock nodded inside, looks for Stanley Dube. The defender gets there first. It's nodded down by Jack Downs. Look for place it in the area for Andre Williams. Caught by Wren and honours even at half-time. Sutton Coldfield had the best of the opening 45 minutes. But Kyle Carey zoning in on Wren's net. Coldfield Town 0, Coventry Sphinx 0. Late equaliser in the first half through Kyle Carey means it's honours even at the break. From what we can see, no changes at the interval, so let's get the action back underway. Sutton Coldfield now kicking from left to right in their all royal blue strip. Coventry Sphinx in their away trim of red and navy. Early floating ball to the left-hand side of the penalty area, cleared out for a throw by Sphinx. Lynch. Charlie Dowd looking for a route into the box down line with Hurley. Byrne screaming for it on this near side. It's played behind to McGinnell. Looks for the number 7 and nodded out. Jordan Hayward saw it coming. Down line from the box, it will be Kyle Byrne to take it again. Cameron Collins in support, as is Lima. And he's going to leave it, I believe, for... I believe it's Hurley taking it. No, it's going to be Owen Parry. It's over Lima. Awkward clearance there for Joe Percy. He had to smash it for a sea of red and blue. Thankfully, he got it away and it ends up in John Woodward's dugout. And McGill's going to leave it for Lima. Pedro Lima looking for options up line. Jordan Hayward again nods it into touch. Another few yards gained on the throw. Lima going to leave it for Parry again. Owen Parry, the striker, looking to turn provider. Lima was in there. Hayward gets enough on it. Zito bundled over as he gets the ball out for the corner. Under pressure from his opposite number, Pedro Lima. And an opportunity for Sutton Coldfield. I believe they want to take the short one here with Edmonds. Edmonds couldn't take it as quickly as he would have liked, but still has Byrne in his vicinity if he needs him. He goes long. Lima at the far post, heads it up and over. Keenan Fallows won't be keeping a second consecutive clean sheet. Sphinx keeping their first blank scoreline since Boxing Day last week. Coventry Sphinx were renowned as the draw specialists last season. Not a result they managed to muster against Sutton Coldfield. They lost both attempts, home and away. At the moment, they're on course for a point. They want more than that, though, at this early stage of the season. Here's Willock. Crossing it over Andre Wood. Sphinx in a promising position early on. Kick headed up by Zito. Hayward. Back to Zito. A bit of time on his hands. Plays it off Corey Burke for the throw in deep into Sphinx territory on the left wing. Hayward. Loaded up by Willock, who can bring it down. Kyle Carey's up there. Hurley gets enough on it to find Collins. Dowd. And with Edmonds. Floats it over the back line. That's a great ball for Byrne. Just to smash it. Wasted opportunity there for Sutton Coldfield. It was a fantastic ball by the veteran Edmonds. But Kyle Byrne couldn't make the most of it. Keenan Fallows taking his time. Drifts to the right from the goal kick. Willock again the target, this time beaten mid-air by McGinnell at the expense of a throw. Right on the halfway line. Percy hoofs it up. Again McGinnell leaping over Shea Willock, but this time the referee giving him the free kick. And McGinnell is being called over by the man in black. And he's not quick in forthcoming. Eventually McGinnell makes his way over to the referee. Well, Kyle Carey, the only recipient of a yellow card thus far. That's not going to change here. Getting a little too enthusiastic in trying to retrieve that ball from Shea Willock. Kyle Carey involved in majority of the goal manufacture for Sphinx tonight. It looked for the delivery and was headed back to Wren by a blue shirt. And easy pickings for the Lima. Hayward's got to be careful here with Parry lurking behind him, but he hooks it up line in time. Headed back where it came from by Lima. Draper looks like Carey in the centre circle. Byrne. Jordan Hayward should get to that long ball. A little push from behind by Owen Parry, who waves his arms in the air, asking why the free kick's been given. It was pretty straightforward for where we're sitting. So from the left side of his own penalty area, Keelan Fallows to get us underway again. 6 minutes gone in the second half. Even Stevens, the second half goes, as well as the scoreline as well. Still 1-1. Willock meets the free kick. The second's brought to feet by Lima. Charlie Dowd sprinting down the left-hand side, followed by his opposite number 10 in Kyle Carey. Has to check his run and finds his way around the number 10. Great run. Was that handball? Seemed to flick onto the arm of Corey Burke. His arm was by his side, but no doubt it did touch the arm. So just outside his own penalty area, Fallows again with the free kick. More than anything, there's been free kicks for Coventry Sphinx in this second half. Can they make the most of them? Again, Willock the target. Again, McGinnell is on him. And it will be a Sphinx throw. Percy looks to take it quickly. Andre Williams is the target, just bouncing in front of the number 7. And crashing into the fencing behind the goal. Thankfully, not too hard. And Williams is okay to continue. James Wren, down the centre it goes. Early jump from Burke. Here is Corey Burke. Looks for Parry in the area. Zito gets there first and hooks it out on the far side. Zito has been a fantastic addition to the Sphinx back line. Won man of the match his first appearance against Ashby, and was certainly a contender last Saturday. Throwing to come from the left. And Corey Burke, unchallenged header away by Zito. Ballinger nodded into the ground by Kyle Carey, and now he's got those legs moving. Carey sprinting down the right side, eventually halted by Jack Lynch. Looks for an option in the penalty area. He was off balance after a arm from Lynch. He didn't find Callum Ballinger, but the referee blew the whistle, and another Sphinx set piece. But this time, it's certainly worth giving it across to try and find that second goal. Again, Kyle Carey's determination, resulting in Sphinx having another great op. Carey, a 9 across, and suddenly Jube. The volley just sliced off his boot. Not the sweetest of contacts from the young winger, but quick reactions to get the shot away after the header across the goal by the defender.
We thank you for your continued support.
The Coventry Sphinx subs going for a quick warm-up. Callum Woodward, Rowan Nui, Callum Martin and Ashanti Price. Newest guest named on the bench if there's a defensive emergency, but it's unlikely to see him on the field unless absolutely necessary. Down, sidestepping Collins, and Collins aggrieved as he concedes the free kick. It did look soft. Gary sidestepping Cameron Collins with a hand on the shoulder, but there wasn't any real force behind it. It will be a free kick to Coventry Sphinx, but some of the decisions are starting to annoy the home faithful. Elam follows. To the right side of the box. Nodded up by Willock. Can he bring it down? No, it's McGill away. Ballinger nods it into the area, and Stanley Jube's presence forces Pedro Lima to stick it out for the corner. 55 minutes of play have elapsed here at the Domino's Arena. It's 1-1 from Sutton Coldfield and Coventry Sphinx. This is Solihull Moors then. Andre Williams floats it in. Punched by the goalkeeper. Zito trying to pick up the seconds at the far post. Who got the touch on that as it goes over the line? It was Zito. Zito sending it high into the sky, and it bounces out for the goal kick. It's Wren. Downs up for it, chest control by Draper, finds Zito. Clearance picked up in the centre circle by Edmonds. Who can bring the ball down and start the next passage of play? It's with Edmonds. Dare he try again? He dares and forces the same from Keelan Follows! And Owen Parry with the follow-up off the post. Again, the long-range strike from Ryan Edmonds causing havoc for Coventry Sphinx. And with Sphinx still reeling from that attack, Sutton Coldfield are going to come again. Charlie Dowd. This one! Top corner, Charlie Dowd! With Coventry Sphinx still resetting after Ryan Edmonds' strike nearly caught them out. Straight from the resulting corner, Charlie Dowd picking his spot and firing it home like a NASA rocket. Well, what is it about this season? Every league has a blind. Of course, the Sphinx fans would rather see the goals flying in the opposite end, but Charlie Dowd with a highly impressive contribution to this evening's scoreline. 2-1 to the home side. It's 2-1 Sutton Coldfield. Now it's all work to do now for Coventry Sphinx. The ball down the right side from Percy floated over the back line, not quite enough. As Lynch gets his head in it before it floated to Williams. And there was it's been rolled out of play by Owen Parry as it appears that Sutton Coldfield may have took a heavy landing. I believe it may be Corey Burke. Breaking play should be ending momentarily. Burke's back on his feet. And Sphinx throwing the ball back to, who brought it out to check on their teammates' condition. So with just over half an hour to play, Sutton Coldfield had their lead back after the end of the second half. Collins. Deflected by Edmonds into the path of Parry. Swept aside by Patrick Zito on the edge of the area. Referee says no. Infuriating the Sutton Coldfield coaching team. But they'll come again. Williams trying to prevent the run down the left-hand side. It's getting a bit feisty down there. Ballinger runs away with it. Looks for Willock. Just a little outstretched for Shea Willock. Back with Wren. Closed down by the Outchurch loanee, but plenty of time to get it away. James Wren. Burke flicks it on with the head, only to the feet of Jordan Hayward. Looks for Willock, met in the air by Hurley. And Callum Ballinger colliding mid-air with Ryan Edmonds. Free kick just shy of the centre circle in Sutton Coldfield's half of the field. Checking the scoreline at Ashton Gate, still scoreless between Bristol City and Coventry City. Hearing that it's a rather exciting 0-0 with Ben Wilson making some good saves with the Sky Blues, but still no goals. Here there have been goals, and just like last week, they've all been special. And the Sphinx needs something special to equalise for a second time this evening. Charlie Dowd rolls it cross field. Pedro Lima. Zito gets there first. Now with Byrne, punted away by Jack Down to central midfielder. McGinnell renewing his personal battle with Shea Willock and gets to that clearance first. Ends up back with Zito at centre back for the Sky Blue and Whites. Andre Williams tried to keep it in play as he tried to cushion the ball from Zito first time. But just into Sphinx territory it will be the Royals who have possession. Edmonds. Rolled through the centre circle with Pedro Lima, the centre back. Has been a real ball player today. He's the penalty looking for Owen Parry, but it's Jamie Draper who gets his head to that. Forced back to the halfway line, Sutton Coldfield. Lynch. Bounces over Jamie Draper. Ball against Draper. Referee says no as it bounced up towards the midsection of the Sphinx centre. Difficult to tell from this angle whether it did hit the arm. We're interested to see the replay on that one. And Kyle Carey out-muscled by Edmonds, and that will be a free kick. And again, frustrations aimed at the referee with a lack of decisions going Sutton Coldfield's way. They were denied what they felt was a penalty for handball. Kyle Carey getting the decision of the referee. In the centre circle, it's Jack Downs who bounces it left for Jordan Hayward. Space opens up for Stanley Doob. Doob's delivery towards Willock, headed away by McGinnell. Carey keeps it alive. And we know what he can do with the ball with his feet. Downs. Charge down, but Downs has still got possession. It's one of the best efforts of Dowd. Cross towards Doob, headed out as far as Jordan Hayward. And Hurley able to find the teammates in Burke. Racing down the right-hand side now was Burke trying to get there ahead of Jamie Draper from that rolling pass along the wing. Sphinx have dealt with that one. Percy sends it over the back line. Shea Willock has got a lot to do. Still going Willock. Defender, the referee blows the whistle. He's a forceful talent, the number 9, a tad too forceful on that occasion. Let's have a look through the latest pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands, as it looks like Sutton Coldfield are getting ready to make a change. Anstey 1-0 up at home to Wellingborough. It's now 1-1 between Bedworth and a much improved AFC Rushden and Diamond side. Long Eaton still 1 up at home to Quorn. Loughborough now 2-0 leaders against Grantham. Sporting Cows maintain their 2-goal advantage at Lye. Bracewell 1-0 up at home to Koza. 1-1 between Shepshed and Hinckley. Carey with the interception in the midfield. And again gets the referee's decision in from behind was Cameron Collins, and Ballinger looking to take it quickly, but the referee indicating that the time is now for the first change for Sutton Coldfield Town. And in fact, it looks like the substitute has gone to fetch something from the dressing room, so he's going to have to wait. Jack Downs is going to take it short. It's across to Patrick Zito, deep into Sphinx's own half. Gets it back. Long ball towards the edge of the area. It's McGinnell who beats Sphinx striker to that one. Zito in the centre circle. Right, an awkward bit of control for Jack Downs, but he's got on the end of it now. Again the target. Lima leaping like a salmon on that one. Hurley. high into the sky. And heavy control by Hayward. Jordan Hayward gets the seconds first, but it's Collins who is able to maintain possession. Parry runs into Collins and gives it to the Sutton Coldfield skipper. Lima receives from Byrne. And all the way back to Luke McGinnell at centre-back. Pedro Lima. Now with Wren. Deals with the pressure well. Jamie Draper hits it into the centre circle. Here's Dowd with that spectacular second goal for Sutton Coldfield, putting his side in front once again. Dowd. Well, he fancies his chances for a second time and runs into Jack Downs, who literally just shoves him off the ball. It's going to be Fraser Doyle who's coming on for Sutton Coldfield. One of 3 men withdrawn from the starting lineup after a poor start against Quorn. And it's the man who got the ball rolling, so to speak, for Sutton Coldfield Town, Ryan Edmonds. And Coventry Sphinx will be happy to see Edmonds leave the field, as on both occasions it was ambitious strikes from Ryan Edmonds which caused the damage. The first one hit the target, the second one forced the corner, which resulted in a pretty special goal for Dowd. So Fraser Doyle on for Ryan Edmonds. Job done for the number 6, and job begins for the number 16. Halfway through the second half, Sutton Coldfield 2, Coventry 1. Throw to Willock. Back to Percy. Collins looking for Corey Burke, and Burke is found. Now it's with Byrne. Drop hand side, and Jordan Hayward prevents the number 7 from making further inroads. That was a determined run down the right. And there's been a goal at Ashton Gate. Coventry City lead Bristol City by 1 goal to 0. Ellis Sims in the 65th minute. Lima on the right side of the box. Cross it in towards Owen Parry. And that will be a penalty for Sutton Coldfield. Jamie Draper attempted to clear the ball, struck Parry in the shoulder. And while Sutton Coldfield will feel that several decisions haven't gone their way in this second half, that one did. And Sphinx will have to call upon Keelan Fallows to be a hero between the sticks to avoid going 2 down. Owen Parry is no stranger to goal scoring. He was brought here from Boldmere to improve the goals for column in the table. Can he get his first league goal for Sutton Coldfield? It went through Keelan Fallows. You can hear the tension in the Domino Arena, but it went through the Sphinx skipper, through the Sphinx keeper. And Owen Parry has surely put the game to bed. It's 3-1 to Sutton Coldfield. Next time we're on air here on the Sphinx YouTube channel, this time next week, Tuesday night, at home to Darlaston. It's looking like defeat for Coventry Sphinx tonight. But, remember, it took them, I believe it was 8 games to register their first victory last season. It took them just 90 minutes this time around, so already promising signs, but it looks for the 3rd consecutive game against Sutton Coldfield. It will be a losing effort for the Sky Blue and Whites. Callum Martin and Callum Woodward having a chat with the manager, John Woodward, at the moment. With a view to bringing them on. Robin Newey there too. Sphinx have a throw in the opposition half. John Woodward giving his son and captain some pointers about what he wants to change when he comes on. Andre Williams. Cross curls away from the penalty area. There was no one home anyway. Kyle Carey makes the block on Byrne, who look for Corey Burke down the right side. Now Sutton Coldfield are going to look to waste as much time as they can. They've got the 2-goal lead in hand, 19 minutes of normal. A few extra yards taken on that throw by Byrne, referee allows it. Oh, and a nervy time for Patrick Zita there, had to just switch the shoulder out of the way as Jordan Hayward unexpectedly nodded it towards. Follows. Headed straight into touch on the halfway line by Pedro Lima. Sphinx not just ready for the change just yet. It's Jordan Hayward. Down onto Zito, put under pressure by Burke. Keelan follows, snatched at that one and curls it out midway into Sphinx territory for a throw-in to the home side. Or is it too late for a turnaround at the Domino's Arena? John Woodward will hope not, as he prepares his alterations. Parry backing into Jamie Draper in hopes of getting a penalty. There goes the ground. Referee says nothing doing. Hayward goes down under the challenge. As Jack Dancy comes away with it, swipes away from Collins and clears as far as Lima, who let it roll into touch. And Lewis Guess is almost acting as assistant manager here, trying to get the game started quickly, but it's been pulled back as a Sphinx man is down in the penalty area. I think it's Jordan Hayward, and he's had a rough time with injuries over the last 12 months. It looks like an issue with the left, so with the right knee. Hayward back on his feet after a little wipe from the old magic sponge. Stanley Jube and Shea Willock receiving some advice from John Woodward, the standalone Sphinx manager tonight, with Sean Thomas on holiday. Lewis Guest playing cheerleader on the touchline, trying to G his teammates up. It will be a throw-in. We're throwing. Indeed it will. Zito. Target gets the feint of touch towards Andre Williams, but Ginnell away. And cheeky back heel mid-air by Burke. Hurley looking to cut the back line open. Keelan Fires comes out and clears to his line as it's back with Sutton Coldfield. Byrne cut out by Jordan Hayward. Badger slided away from the attentions of the blue side. Into the air it goes for Cameron Collins, but quickly off his line was Keelan Fallows. Fallows. Brought down the halfway line by Kyle Carey. Quick thinking by Joe Percy. They get one back here. They're going to start to believe again. Percy taken off his feet. Will be a throw-in. Charlie Dow getting a piece of the ball as he swiped it out. So here comes the first two changes for Coventry Sphinx. Shanty Price and Callum Woodward coming on.
Coventry Sphinx in the 75th minute.
Callum Ballinger performance last week.
14, Callum Woodward.
Remains to be seen who will be leaving the field for Ashanti Price.
Coming off number 6, Jamie Draper.
And it's Jamie Draper who's leaving the field. Looks like Jordan Hayward going centre back. And Draper cutting a frustrated figure as he leaves the field, but there is still time to play with here. 15 minutes until the curtain call tonight. Throwing hoofed in. And now towards his keeper by Dow, but brought down by James Wren. to the left-hand side. That's a brilliant touch from Dowd. Zoning in on goal, Charlie Dowd for another one. Keelan Fallows makes a save, off the line by Jordan Hayward, off the line again by Hayward. And that's with Doyle. Zito ends the danger, but how on earth did Sutton Coldfield not grab goal number 4 there? Long-range strike from Dowd, saved by Keelan Fallows. Hayward then nearly bundled into his own net. Fans behind the goal believed the ball would cross. It's still 1-0 to Coventry City in the Carabao Cup. Could be a rare occasion. Second round, I can't remember. Well, that's, if we can talk, I can't remember the last time that happened. So even commentators get tongue-tied sometimes. .13 to play. Sutton Coldfield Town 3. Coventry Sphinx 1. Looks like the game's only going one way at the moment. Zito sends one high into the sky for a Shante Price. It's Lima who gets it away. Stabbed on by Jack Downs. Ball to Downs. Collins fights it towards the Sphinx back line. Headed back where it came from. Percy thumps that one towards the front three. Lima. Over the head of Hurley. Headed on by Percy. Again, my head tennis is breaking out at the Domino's Arena. Eventually brought to an end by Patrick Zito, who cushions it over to Jordan Hayward. Asking Ashante Price to race down the left-hand side. He's not going to get there ahead of Lima, and Lima just shepherds it into touch for the goal kick. Remember to join us at Sphinx Drive in person if you can on Tuesday nights against Darlington. £10 for adults, £7 for concessions. As the second change of the evening for Sutton Coldfield is being prepared. Number 12 on the shirt, that's Alex McSkeen. A defensive change, it appears. We'll have to wait until the next passage of play elapses. Zito picks up that long ball from the back from Hurley. Drilled through the back line for Hayward. Shante Dube giving chase. It was just half a yard behind it. And out of play for the throw-in, just shy of the penalty area for Sutton Coldfield. And Corey Burke is off for Alex McSkeen. Sutton Coldfield look to run down the clock a few more seconds.
Number 12, Alex McSkeen.
And Sphinx preparing their final, and Roan Nui. Sphinx wanting to make their change straight away. Sutton Coldfield have got the game underway quicker than that. The throwing comes to nothing. Ends up with Keelan Fallows at the back for Coventry Sphinx. McGinnell a little too forceful in trying to get to that aerial ball first in front of Shea Willock, who hasn't quite been the attacking threat he was on Saturday. Callum Woodward standing over it. It's probably not in shooting range. Woodward went to ground. Referee not impressed. There was contact in the back of Stanley Dube, according to the ref, not enough to take him off his feet.
Coventry Sphinx in the 81st minute, coming off number 11, Stanley Dube. Replaced by number
Stanley
17,
Dube
Rowan Newey.
replaced by Rowan Newey in a like-for-like change up front. And Callum Martin, who can play at centre-back or left-back, is also going to be brought on. And it's the end of the afternoon for Andre Williams. Perhaps a change of shape there.
And he's been replaced by number 18.
Attacker for defender. Well, just 9 minutes to go. Still 3-1 to Sutton Coldfield. Sphinx have made 4 changes. They can make a 5th if absolutely necessary, but Lewis Guest is almost here in a coaching capacity due to that ankle injury. Burn. Swatted aside by Rowan Nui. Stronger than he looks, this 17-year-old. Throw in just down line from the penalty area for the Royals. Quite the scoreline, I should say, in the Carabao Cup. Stockport 1, Blackburn 6. So some highlights to watch back from that one. Talking of highlights, you can catch the best of the action tomorrow night here on the Sphinx. Well, it's not going to be a successful night for Coventry Sphinx. Still some incredible goals to relive through the Sphinx lens. Will be a throw-in right in the corner for Sutton Coldfield Town. And as you can expect, they're in no rush to take this. They're in a comfortable position, 2 goals up with just over 6 to play. Shouldn't be too much added time. First time cross by Fraser Doyle. Fallows comes out and punches out clear. And the referee's given the free kick against Hurley, I believe, who arrived on the scene after Fallows had got contact on the ball. In fairness to Hurley, there was nothing he could do to stop himself. Fallows looks for Willock. Gets enough on it, but it's punted clear by Lima. Sphinx have got to be wary. Really dragging the shirt. And gets the free kick himself. He had the hand on the shirt of Alex McSkeen, nearly ripped it off the player, and then went to ground himself and got the free kick. Well, I may be the Sphinx cameraman, but I honestly don't know how Sphinx have got that decision. Here come the home side again. What an ambitious effort, we can say, from Owen Parry. He was successful from 12 yards. He's not as successful from 25. Dowd. Sutton Coldfield wants every goal they can get here. It could all come down to goal difference for promotion or relegation at the end of the season. Oh no, it won't. A rather tame strike by McSkeen. Rolled it towards that near post, a comfortable gather. Side challenge by Martin, snatches it away from Owen Parry. Downs, back to Fallows. Hard one down the centre of the park. Can Willock judge it? Juan McGinnell again gets the better of him. That's been a fantastic scrap throughout the match. And Sphinx will have a throw deep into their own half. Still 1-0 at Ashton Gate between Bristol City and Coventry City, and a free kick this time against Callum Woodward. Trying to jockey for position on that throw. At the moment in the League Cup, Ellis Sims is goal enough to take the Sky Blue. And Owen Parry penalty, the latest of the 3 goals, and the only one really that hasn't been a worldie through the opening 2 fixtures. McGinnell forced back to his goalkeeper, and Willock steaming in here, putting Wren under pressure. Wren deals with that pressure very well. Onto the chest of Callum Martin. Nui tripped on the way through, and Sphinx wanted to play on there. And it's played short to Martin. Ashanti Price slips it through for Rowan Nui. Across for Willock, and McGinnell touches it back to the goalkeeper, and he had to be safe there with Willock lurking behind. Third substitution for Sutton Coldfield Town coming up. Wren. cushion header by the centre back Patrick Zito. Slightly too cushion from Callum Woodward, trying to find Callum Martin. Sutton Coldfield back on the ball momentarily, but Woodward with the interception and sent high into the night sky by Keelan Fallows, headed across by Collins. And his opposite captain, Jack Downs, trying to get in the action for Coventry Sphinx, but it's with Lynch at left back. Trying to take the ball with him as he slides past Kyle Carey, and does. Cross hoofed away by Callum Martin. Lynch keeps it in, but Carey brought it back momentarily for Coventry Sphinx. It won't last. Switch of the play to Byrne. Will he take on Nui or go for the corner? Well, he'll do neither. He's lost the ball and stays down. Nui cuts inside as he looks to get himself into home territory. Switches the play to Kyle Carey, and Nui racing up to be of assistance. Through ball for Willock, and McGinnell gets there first. Shoved down from behind by the B. A free kick within their own penalty area for Sutton Coldfield. And with just 2 minutes to go until the final whistle, it's Reese Gibson heading on for the score of the third and as yet final goal for Sutton Coldfield. Owen Parry.
Being replaced by number 18, Reese Gibson.
Remember to hit the like button on the YouTube video if you have enjoyed tonight's commentary, and subscribe for more exclusive videos, interviews, highlights and commentaries throughout the season. We of course look forward to hosting Sutton Coldfield later on in the season at Sphinx Drive. Tame cross collected by Zito. Escapes the clutches of Skeen. Lynch cushions it down. Now Sutton Coldfield trying to calm things down again. Willock, poor control. Fraser Doyle on the end of that one in the midfield. And free kick against Willock there. Again, just trying to be a bit too strong in the challenge. And a little war of words with Jack Downs, it appears, and Callum Woodward. Necessary at this stage of the game. Sutton Coldfield have a comfortable lead. And a yellow card for Callum Woodward. Presumably something he's said in that outburst. Oh, no punishment for any of the home players. And change number 4 awaits for Sutton Coldfield. I believe that. Jack Downs not too happy that Cameron Collins is getting a bit too close for him.
Substitution for the Royals.
Well, he's not going to get much closer because Cameron Collins is now leaving the field. So Jack Downs won't have to take out a restraining order to get some space from the number 8.
Being replaced by number 15,
And it is indeed Remy Birch who comes on. We're into the last drippings of the action here at the Domino's Arena. Thanks for joining us, everyone, if you have been with us throughout. Downs. Kyle Carey, who tried to drag Fraser Doyle with him over the line, but the only thing that went over the line was the ball. Throwing halfway into Sphinx territory, and 2 added minutes have been announced. And we've already had 1, so we're into the last 30 seconds from what I can see. And for a goal kick as Sutton Coldfield tried to play it off Callum Martin's leg. But he went through his legs and out For Keelan Fallows to swing it away one more time. Fallows into the centre circle, led up by Fraser Doyle. Hayward collects on the right. Can Sphinx pull one back? Jack Downs. Find that ball. Wren will clear. And out for a throw. Whistle stays silent for now. Kyle Carey. Price on the edge of the area. Drilled away by Lima. Callum Martin gets there ahead of McSkeen. Slid upfield to Reese Gibson by Byrne, and Gibson looking to end a great night for Sutton Coldfield with the exclamation point. It won't come, but the 3 points will. It looked promising when the second half kicked off for Coventry Sphinx, 1-1 at half-time as Kyle Carey equalised in the last minute of the opening period, but the second half went the way of Sutton Coldfield with a penalty from Owen Parry and a stunner from Charlie Dowd. Final score here at the Domino's Arena, Sutton Coldfield Town 3, Coventry Sphinx 1. Well, it's YouTube channel for another night, sadly not as awe-inspiring as Saturday was, and there's a little bit of afters involving Callum Woodward there. Thankfully, calmer heads have prevailed. Football's a beautiful game, there's no need for fighting. Thankfully, any bad vibes seem to have dissipated. But we'll be back this time next week, Tuesday nights at home to Darlaston Town, 7:45 kickoff. If you want to get there in person, it's £10 for adults, £7 for concessions, free if you can't make it. And we have live commentary and highlights as always. Remember, no action on Saturday, it's a week off for Coventry Sphinx, so we hope to see you midweek again, time in 7 days. Good night, everyone. Keep an eye out for the highlights. See you next time.